Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to Pokemon Showdown. Now today we're going to be taking on the NU tier. I'm using a pretty cool team with MalaMAN that my boy Fully passed me. I really love MalaMAN and NU. I feel it's such a threat. It breaks balance completely. And as you can see, my team's only way of dealing with MalaMAN is my own MalaMAN. I think it's just a monster. NU has some cool Pokemon now like Magneton and Kabutops. I don't know if this team is 100% like ready for that meta, but I can definitely take on Magneton because I do have Lantern, and the fact that camera up is gone and stuff like that also helps this team a lot. So we got a game right away. My opponent actually has both of the Pokemon I just talked about, and it's pretty cool. I can what? It's so annoying for this Mon. Like I can't even get up my Stealth Rock. I can get up my Stealth Rock, but I can't even get them up and be like safe with it. So I'm actually gonna lead off with Feral Seed because I can get up my Stealth Rock, as a lot of people are joining. As he ends up leading off with Evar. Should be able to take at least one hit from this thing before getting up my Stealth Rock. I'm pretty sure with my Violet I can take one Flamethrower and or Fire Punch. I am completely wrong. Amazing. It just straight up died. Holy crap. Alright, I wasn't expecting it to straight up die. I didn't really have a switch into that Pokemon anyway. Like, Lantern could take it, and then what if you went for Earthquake after that? And I need Lantern too much for Magneton as well as for Haunter dealing with it. So I'm actually going to go out into my Tauros right now, and I'm just going to hit him with a, what's it called, a Sheer Force boosted attack, Rock Climb, as he ends up going out into his Mesprit, and that thing takes that way too well. This is his Rocker though, unless Kabutops is his Rocker, so I'm just going to go for a second Rock Climb. Expecting him just a U-turn or something like that, as he ends up going for Stealth Rock, which is nice, definitely nice. And I think I'm actually going to go for Fire Blast just in case he wants to switch out into Haunter right here, because I can do some damage enough to the point where I can go for Pursuit after that and knock it out. It'll also knock out Mesprit because of the Sheer Force and Life Orb boost, even though, you know, Sheer Force, you don't see Life Orb. But I'm able to knock out Mesprit, which is nice. And yeah, Tauros puts in a lot of work on my opponent's team. He goes out to Sock. Sock can be annoying. If he goes for Earthquake right here, that could be bad. Then again, I do have Mesprit, so I'm kind of expecting him to go for the knockoff. Though Close Combat would be completely fine by me. Breaking this Sock sturdy. It's definitely sturdy because I don't see Breaks the Mold, and I don't think it'd be running any other ability. Does it have any other ability? Inner Focus. Why? Why would it even be running that? So goes for knockoff right there. That damage kind of looks CB. Let me calc that real quick. Sock. NU Wall Breaker. Same exact thing. I love this Pokemon and I forgot its name. It's Garbage. Garbage. Garbodor. NU Spikes. Yeah, knockoff does what? Where's my item? Hello? Let's give it Life Orb. Yeah, knockoff does that damage basically. So what I'm actually gonna do is go for Seed Bomb. I guess this thing is definitely a Pokemon that can come in, but Seed Bomb also hits Kabutops if he wants to go into that and try and spin like immediately on this. He actually ends up going out to Magneton, which is good because it's a free switch for my it's actually a free switch for my Lantern. I know he sees the Lantern, but I'm not sure how he's gonna react. So what I'm actually gonna do is get up a Spike, expecting him to double right here into Sock actually, as he actually ends up going for Flash Cannon. I guess that was the medium play he can make, but now you have no switch into this Pokemon, and what I'm looking to do is beat him with Scarf Mesprit Psychic, or win with Tauros. Those are basically my two win cons right there. My win condition is basically weakening his team enough so that he can't switch into Lantern anymore. He can't switch into Lantern, period. But if I weaken him enough with Lantern and Tauros, I can just sweep him with Scarf Psychic from my Mesprit. And we know his Sock is Choice Banded. I already broke it sturdy. I'm not sure what really wants to come in. He actually ends up going out to Kabutops. If I get the burn, this thing is no longer a threat. And I do not get the burn, so it is definitely a threat. I don't really have a switch into Haunter. Now, if I do end up going out to my MalaMAN, which I am going to do, because I don't want my Lantern to take any unnecessary damage, especially because I'm going to need it for his Magneton to just stop it completely. So I go into my MalaMAN as fodder. That way I can just get off a knockoff right here if he misses or something. He's just going to go for a Waterfall and or Jet or something, but at least he's in range of Tauros. He's Tauros meat, as some might say. Is that Jambat that says that? I don't even know. But Tauros is another Pokemon he cannot switch into. He does have this thing right here. I'm kind of expecting him just to Aqua Jet just to get off damage. But if he does that, that's great because I no longer have to deal with Kabutops coming in on my Lantern. Though I could have just Volt Switched anyway. I didn't expect that to be able to happen though. So I guess he might just pull some aggressive doubles at this point. He actually ends up going out to Magneton. Again, he might just pull a double into... See, I really want to predict him to pull that double into Sock. Like, why? I've already shown Lantern is my switching, but I feel like he's just going to go for Flash Cannon. Or if he goes for Volt Switch, so be it. He ends up going for Flash Cannon. That's fine. He gets a Spadef drop. That's annoying. But there's nothing I can do about that. I want to Volt Switch, but I don't want him to go out to Evire. So I'm actually going to Scald. Once again, maybe I'll get a burn on something. If I get a burn, that's... That will help me. I know he's more than likely Scarf Magneton. Like the way he's playing it, he's Scarf Magneton. But I just don't want to go for Volt Switch as he actually ends up going into Sock. So maybe Volt Switch would have been the best play right there. But I actually get a crit and don't get the burn, unfortunately. I'm going to Protect, just scout what move he wants to go for, whether it be Knockoff or Close Combat. If he goes for Knockoff, that's harder for me. Yeah, this is harder for me. But what I can do is... I want to take this knockoff, but I don't have a choice. I have to go for Scald. I have Healing Wish later on Mesprit if Lantern is the Pokemon that's going to end up winning me this game. But the thing is, this Scald isn't going to knock out Sock unless I get the burn. Ooh, nice. That was like my third Scald this battle. Definitely needed that burn right there as Hunter ends up coming out. I'm going to Protect just to see what move he wants to go for. Because he got that Spadef drop, I can't really, switch versus this thing. I Volt Switch rather, because I'll be able to live a hit any otherwise. As he actually ends up going for the Energy Ball. Do I risk Mesprit right here? This is hard. Like I don't want to risk Mesprit, but I'm gonna risk Mesprit. I'm already behind. I have to risk Mesprit. I have to make plays in order to win because yeah, I'm not gonna win if I don't make plays. So. Yeah, perfect. I didn't end up getting out Tauros on that thing, so that's amazing for me. And I'll be able to get off a Psychic right here and kill this thing, unless he is running some sort of Sucker Punch variant. But I'll basically be able to get off a free Psychic right here. If he goes Magneton, I just got off damage on Magneton. I might actually even be able to 2-hit KO Magneton, I believe, with the Psychic, because Mesprit is not that weak. It's not that weak at all. But yeah, I think that's going to be my play of choice. And if he does end up sacking this, which he does, and he goes out into Electivire, I believe I sack Mesprit, bring out my Tauros, and I click EQ and win. So yeah, that sounds like a good game plan right there. Just go for Psychic right here, unless this is a random Scarf Electivire. We'll find out right now if it's a Scarf Electivire, which it is not. And goes for Flamethrower. Completely fine. I just click Earthquake now unless he has Quick Attack on Evire. Yo, why do I keep saying stuff that could happen? Yeah, is this thing specs? Like, how did you knock out my Pharaoh Seed? Pharaoh Seed. Yeah, something like that. Electivire. That's definitely... I'm pretty sure a Life Orb hit would be able to knock it out too. Yeah, it just straight up dies. So he's either Belt or... Okay, it would have died anyway. But basically at this point I click Earthquake and Magneton is forced to lock itself into Flash Cannon. I have Protect to beat it. I don't think he can win unless he has HP Grass. Yeah, he goes for Flash Cannon. I don't want to risk crit, Spadef drop, crit, Spadef drop, crit, Spadef drop. So I'm going to go for Protect right here. It's my best play. Get a little bit of leftovers, and I'm going to be doing that every single turn, after every single turn, rather. That way, I'll be able to... Oh, yeah, I can't get leftovers. I got knocked off, yo. I'm so stupid. But as long as he doesn't get multiple Spadef drops, I should be good. And if I get a burn, that's amazing as well. Let me stall this guy out. Let me go for Protect for no reason, now that I know that I don't have leftovers. See, now I'm just being a jerk. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't make a difference. That could have been the one that crit me, and I just stopped it. You don't know how the RNG works. You gotta protect yourself from the RNG. But go for Scald again. Magneton goes down, and that is a good game. So, nice, good game. Let's look for another battle. This one Lantern just put the team on its back. Same thing with Tauros and Mesprit. Unfortunately, that was a team that MalaMAN really wasn't going to be doing much toward, versus, rather. But, let me make a few adjustments to this team. FLCO, or Fully Cully, whatever. Doesn't need all this help. This one's Spadef. Alright, ready? This is going to do something. Never make your EV spreads like this. Actually test out your spreads. But I'm just going to make it... I'm going to do that because I feel like that's going to do something. I just remember a spread something like that. So, my opponent's team. Very much torn apart by MalaMAN. So that's amazing. He has actually nothing to combat this thing. And again, he has... this dude has a Magneton. I mean, Magneton's a great Pokemon, so I can understand why. I'm going to, lead off with my Pharaoh Seed, get up my Stealth Rock as quickly as possible, and I'm going to pause until he picks a move. We'll be right back. I'm also going to get on my T-Spikes this game. T-Spikes, he has no way of dealing with them, getting them up, and MalaMAN just wins with T-Spikes, especially because Quagsire, which has Unaware, if it is running Unaware, should be, it gets worn down, so didn't even end up pausing it. But he ends up leading off with his Haunter, which is cool. I can live any hit, go for my Stealth Rock right here, and they will be up for the majority of the battle, as he actually ends up going, subscribe to me. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. Alright, so that was me. I don't know who he's talking to. Anyway, I'm able to get on my Stealth Rock. I just, a lot of people started talking, and again, you guys know I got distracted. Hi. / demote PK Kaiser. Huh? Demote PK Kaiser. Bro, I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm sorry, but as you can see, I'm easily getting distracted by this stuff. I don't even know how to ignore spectators on this thing. He gets a Spadef drop, a little bit annoying. I mean, this thing doesn't have access to Focus Blast, but I'm just gonna go for Leech Seed just in case he does try and switch on to Magneton right here. It's nothing against this dude at all. I don't want to be distracted by the viewers when I'm trying to record. Like, if I'm streaming, which I will hopefully be doing soon, hopefully this weekend, I'm really hoping I am able to, I have no problem talking to people, but yeah, this mouse out of here. Go for Leech Seed, hopefully he switches on to Magneton, go for Protect a couple times, get a little bit of PP back. Straight struggle. Okay, I'm gonna pause until he fixes it, and we'll be right back. Alright, so he ended up switching out into Uxie actually, and I missed my Leech Seed, a little bit annoying. I'm just gonna go for it again. If this thing is sub Calm Mind, I guess that could kind of suck, or Calm Mind Rest or some sort of way. If he has like Signal Beam or something, which he probably should, or HP Fighting at least, that could be very annoying for my MalaMAN. Psychic types in general, Psychic types with bug coverage are annoying. Like, Mesprit is just a great Pokemon, Uxie is another great Pokemon, and yeah, just gonna go for Leech Seed as he actually ends up going for the Stealth Rock. I would have had 2 turns of recovery right here, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go fire off another Leech Seed again. Like, he can't do anything to me. He can knock off, I guess. He can U-turn out, but again, Leech Seed is just my best play by far, and it just always will be. If he goes for HP Fire with his Magneton, for example, not for example, but if he goes for HP Fire, I can set up T-Spikes with my Garbodor. Probably going to try and set up T-Spikes with Garbodor versus Kecleon, as I really want those T-Spikes up. That way MalaMAN just straight up cleans the game. Otherwise, Quagsire could just be an issue to my team. I have no Grass move on this team, Bar Seed Bomb on that Garbodor. So, yeah, Quagsire could definitely be an issue. Though, if it does come in on my Garbodor, I can hit it with that. So, expecting Magneton to come out, I don't see why you wouldn't go out to Magneton right now. Otherwise, you're just letting everything else take Stealth Rock damage and get weakened by the Leech Seed. There's not going to be a turn where I never don't go for Leech Seed. That's just something that has to be said. And if he's like Eviolite with sub, I don't care, because I have the ultimate counter right here, being Lapras. So, just going to Protect just to wear him down a bit more. Take a little bit of HP with him, or from him, take some souls. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no point not to. I gain HP. I'm going to go down to HP Fire anyway, 100%, no matter what his spread, just because of the Spadef drop from the earlier Shadow Ball. But again, it doesn't really matter. He can't make a play right here. Like, he has to go for HP Fire. So he ends up switching on to Kecleon. I guess he tried to predict. Maybe he's analytic. He might actually be analytic as opposed to damn, what's it called? I didn't even try and switch. Maybe I should have. He might actually be analytic as opposed to magnet pull, which makes sense, especially in this tier since there's not that many steel types. That's not even something I thought about earlier. Wow. Getting a little rusty. But I'm gonna go out to my Garbodor now and take this as an opportunity to get up my T-Spikes on his knockoff. I actually did a lot. Like, that did a hell of a lot. Obviously stab and all that stuff, but I'm gonna get up my T-Spike as quickly as I can. If he switches out into Uxie, I'll get up my second layer because I actually have speed on this thing. So I should be able to outspeed Uxie, and then I can get up my second layer T-Spikes, basically completely just completely negating the Quagsire. And I do have Ferocity, which just comes in on this thing, and I could just go right for Gyro Balls. I'm actually going to try and switch out if he does go to Magneton, just because it didn't even cross my mind, just because I'm so used to OU and with Magnet Pull, and even RU though, even though I did use Analytic in RU, I sometimes used Magnet Pull as well, so that's where not playing as much these tiers kind of comes to play. But the good thing is now that even though he can knock me out with the Shadow Ball, I can just Pursuit Trap him with Tauros, so I'm just going to click Gyro Ball. No reason not to. It's if he doesn't get the roll with Shadow Ball, let's say that is a roll for example, I should be good. What am I at? 37.1. Yeah, this is 37.8. So he could probably knock me out, even though it's at 38%. I don't even know. That was definitely 37%. I'm gonna pause it to fix the move right back. Alright, so confirm that he's analytic because I just clicked Lantern as he brought out his Magneton. So alright, I definitely gotta check and try and switch out. I mean, it didn't really matter. He pulled that double, which I guess worked out for me to an extent, but I'll be able to go Lantern right here. That Protect didn't lose me a turn anyway, as he ends up going for Sub. That doesn't make a difference, I don't think, unless he has HP Grass, and even then it won't be doing too much to me. That's what I honestly think, or I'm pretty sure it won't be doing too much to me. So what I'm actually going to do is Scald, and then what I'll do is Volt Switch after that, kind of expecting him to go out to Uxie on this thing, maybe trying to go for Knockoff or something along those lines. I don't expect him to stay in after I Scald, basically, because this sub isn't going to do crap to him, and that Hidden Power got a crit, which sucks, but it shouldn't make a difference. I don't necessarily need Uxie for the Lantern for this, so I'm just gonna go for Volt Switch. If he goes for HP Grass again, that's completely fine because I'll be able to bring out my Tauros, and again, just Revenge Kill something. Tauros actually Revenge Kills a lot. I want to get up that second T-Spike. I might not even have to use my MalaMAN for this game, just because Tauros can kind of kill everything. So, yeah. Gonna pause it real quick too. He makes some more bear back. Alright, so I'm going to Volt Switching out into my Tauros. I just let the timer go down a little because he's taking forever to make his move, so I don't want to keep coming back and say, oh, I'll be right back. He's probably going to go out to Uxie right here, and I could pull a double into my Garbodor just to get up that second layer, but I really am not just feeling it. Like, he actually ended up staying in with his Magneton. Great, Magneton's gone. That's a threat that's gone, and again, he doesn't really have much that can come in. That Quagsire is so annoying because Quagsire is going to come in right now, though. Either Quagsire or Uxie, both of which are just annoying in general. The fact that Ferocity is still alive, I guess, works out for me because it can potentially deal with ORAS, but if ORAS is like Scarf or something, that could just suck. So, ends up going out to Uxie. I'm going to go out into my Lantern. Hopefully he goes for Psychic, because I want to get up my second layer T-Spikes like now. So I'm going to sack my Lantern. Hopefully he doesn't go for U-turn. I hope he goes for Psychic right here. As, yeah, he's able to knock me out with Psychic. Great. Great. It's time. It's time. I'm going to get up my second layer T-Spikes now. I don't got to worry about that Quagsire anymore. Once I start setting up, it's over. And I can set up on Quagsire. So, going to get up that second layer right now. As the Quagsire will be gone after this, and the great thing is now I can go out into my Pharaoh Seed and get off a free Leech Seed. He has nothing that can take Leech Seeds. This thing cannot beat me 1v1, and I'll be able to just weaken his team with this Leech Seed. Like, what comes in? I don't see any. Hello? I can even click Gyro Ball right now if I wanted to, but this thing is so weak. I don't understand why. Like, if somebody this is like an egg. If someone threw a hard-boiled egg at me with spikes, I would get hurt more than this Gyro Ball would do. That's just me being real right there, though. So I'm gonna go for Protect because, again, I gotta just gain a little bit more. Obviously he just got this Spadep drop. Doesn't matter it's gonna do like 15% as opposed to doing 8% to me. But at least I'll be able to recover a bit and then hit him with another gyro ball after that. He actually ends up switching out directly into Kecleon. I guess that's cool. I feel like I want to protect again just because this. I think this thing is either Assault Vest or Bandit. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to protect just to rack up a bit more damage before he goes for Power Up Punch to knock me out. As that's what I'm expecting right here, like a Power Up Punch. As he actually ends up going for Drain Punch. So yeah, this thing is a threat. Holy crap, Kecleon's actually not bad. I can't lie, this thing is actually not bad. How fast is this? Alright, so he shouldn't be Jolly. I think I can just sack this, to be honest. Like, it won't make a difference. I don't necessarily need it. Again, I'm going for the MalaMAN win anyway, so as soon as I start getting up some boost with super power, I should be good. So I'm gonna go out to MalaMAN now. I should be able to outspeed his Kecleon and be able to knock it out with super power. Granted, I only hit 182 speed, but I think Kecleon should be running Adamant, maybe some HP as well. I don't think it should be running max speed, so I'll be able to go right for the super power right here and just start straight up boosting on this guy. I don't want to go for knockoff because it won't be able to knock out Kecleon just because Protean, you know, Greninja's ability changed it into a fighting type, so I just wouldn't be able to knock it out. And I need to go for super power just so I can start taking hits from Uxie's U-turn. As weak as Uxie is, that's going to do a lot to me. So he goes out to Quagsire, which is nice. Obviously, these boosts aren't going to look like they're doing anything, especially because he does have Unaware. But it's still going to work out for me in the sense that I'll be able to take and eat up Kecleon's hits later on because I'll still keep the boost. It just won't affect anything these turns. And I'm just going to be stalling out the Quagsire at this point, trying to wear him down. Go for another super power right here just to get a boost and then I'll go for rest. Honestly, it won't make a difference at all. This is just so I can take on the majority of his team afterwards, as like I said, I need those T-spikes and I'll be able to win the game. I feel like I'm just talking way too much just because this thing lags so much. It's ridiculous. Just go for rest right here. I have no reason not to. I'll pause it till he makes some more bear back. He ended up going out to Kecleon. Now, I'm not too familiar with what Kecleon could have done to me, so I really didn't want to risk like a random trick or switcheroo. I mean, it's a normal type, so I just assumed it got it, but I wasn't really sure what it could do to me, so I just decided to just stay asleep. That way, if he did trick me, I wouldn't be locked into a move, and then I could just spam knockoff afterwards. But he ended up knocking off my leftovers. I would have been able to outspeed him, maybe getting a superpower or knockoff. Of course, I would have been able to knock it out, but I think that might have been my best play. Let me actually see what Kecleon learns. Slash, how the hell do you look this crap up? Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, so it turns out this Haunter is actually sub-split. Well, which is good because he doesn't have Destiny Bond, but bad because it's just annoying for me in the sense that I don't need to be here. Let me actually see if Kecleon learns Trick, or I just feel like it does. BO4. Huh? Switcheroo? Nope. Trick. Yeah, I learned Trick. Okay, so I wasn't tripping right there. I could have went for knockoff right there. Obviously, this thing is fat in the Spadef side, so I'll be able to take any hit he wants to go for. A little bit scared because I guess I could lose potentially if this doesn't work out for me, if I don't get like knockoffs and stuff. But I'm just gonna. That did so much, MalaMAN, huh? Where's your special defense, bro? All right, so what I need right here is a knockoff, as I might just straight up lose to this Mon. Yeah, I need a knockoff. I could really use a knockoff right now. Nice. Don't call me pokeaimMD for nothing. This is a hard play for me to make because I want to save this, that way I can Healing Wish it back up later. I think that's actually not a bad play. That shouldn't be bad. But I don't want to go out to Tauros on the Sludge Wave. I kind of want to go out to Mesprit. Just because Sludge Wave is his best play no matter what. I gotta make the play. I gotta make the play now. I didn't know he was sub-split. I thought he was just Life Orb, like 3 attacks. So I could potentially lose this game because of this play, but we'll see if he goes for Shadow Ball or not. Ends up going for Sludge Wave, and I'm just gonna see what happens. Attempt to go for Psychic right here. I don't see a reason not to. If he sacks Haunter, so be it. I can always Healing Wish that thing back up later with MalaMAN. If he goes into Uxie, that's annoying, but I'll be able to damage it at least. So I'm trying to see ways like I can win 100%, because I'm not really seeing it. Because my best bet is if he goes out into Uxie, because I don't want to Healing Wish right here and have him not go out to Uxie, but I think I'm going to make that play. I think I have to make that play. Like, I'm going to expect his Uxie to come out. Why is this game taking so long? Holy crap. I'll pause it though, we'll be right back. So he actually ended up staying in. I don't know, because if I went for Psychic right there, I would have been able to go out to Tauros versus Uxie, fire off some rock climbs, and then come back later and basically be able to go for the Psychic. Basically be able to go for Healing Wish and bring back MalaMAN. But now I'm not sure, because if this thing is like a Scarf ORAS, it can actually beat me. Because apparently MalaMAN does not have the best SPDEF. Like, I mean, I thought it had nasty SPDEF. I thought this thing was a defensive monster. What is it doing? But yeah, had I clicked Psychic right there, I don't know. I didn't expect him to stay in. He's taking so long to pick moves too, which is it's frustrating because this server is already laggy as hell as it is. I'm gonna pause it. We'll be right back. So basically, I forgot to come back, but I ended up knocking off Haunter, and then ORAS came in. I lived this blizzard, and I was able to rest up. I guess it depends on sleep talks, because if I actually get some bad sleep talks, it could be bad for me. Like if I get a superpower right here, I think I win like 100%, as I do actually end up getting it. So ORAS goes down, the last final threat gone, and if Uxie comes in, it has to go for U-turn, which I can then rest up on the Quagsire versus. So it doesn't make a difference at this point. This game took so long though. It was just, I don't know. This is why I want to start Road to Top 10, guys, but Showdown is so laggy that it just, I don't know. It just sucks. I can't. The server, like these games used to take like 20 minutes last year when I did Road to Top 10 X and Y OU. I was able to do it in basically 20 minutes. I can get like what, 3, 4, 5 battles almost close to PO, almost close to PO, like the way PO is, and not anymore. It just doesn't work that way anymore. As you can see, we're already on close to 30 minutes with barely 2 battles, just barely 2 battles. Like I think my first opponent disconnected, and this one, or second opponent disconnected. I don't even remember. Maybe 3 battles we're on right now, but it's just taking so long. It's annoying. But as long as I sleep talk right here, maybe a superpower or something, I can be good. Hail is gonna end, which is great for my MalaMAN. And if I get a superpower right here, that'll help me take on Uxie, like for sure, which is something that I want. Any attack, if I get off any damaging move versus Uxie, I win. So that's something that can also help me out right here. If I also am able to knock this thing out, I actually get another superpower, which is nice. Which means I get the boost versus Uxie. It doesn't do anything versus Quagsire, obviously, because of Unaware. And he actually ended up going for the Recover, which I think was a misplay, because at that point I think he needed to try and get me as low as possible, die to poison, and then Uxie try and pick me off with U-turn, as well as trying to deal with Tauros by going for Psychic. I think that was his only way of winning right there. So at this point now, I'm 100% live anything that Uxie wants to throw at me, as long as Uxie doesn't crit me. So yeah, as long as the U-turn doesn't crit me, I should be good to go. I'm positive that Uxie is not knocking me out with U-turn. If it has Signal Beam though, that would be very interesting. I mean, if Uxie gets the crit, then I lost, so be it. I think Tauros can actually 2KO it, but that depends on me actually hitting. Make sure I counted this right. Yeah, I did. That depends on Tauros actually hitting 2 rock climbs as well, so I guess it comes down to either if this thing kills or crits. I'm not expecting it to kill, but if it crits, yeah, it could have knocked me out. But I'm able to knock it out, so it's a good game. GG. That guy took a long time. Obviously, it probably wasn't his fault. Maybe his internet was bad or something like that, but it just frustrates me because, what the hell? It just frustrates me because I'm really tired as it is, and I get agitated easily when I'm tired. But yeah, we're gonna look for one more battle. Let me ignore spectators here because it didn't let me do that before. And wait, Fletchender is NU now? Holy crap, dude! This guy has a powerhouse team. This team is crazy. Damn, I didn't know Fletchender was actually NU as well. I mean, I saw this thing just looks like a whole bunch of team of drops. What cards I dropped a while back? Kabutops just dropped, and I guess Fletch just dropped. I forgot. How do I win this game? If I Toxic Quagsire, I can win. That is definitely a play. I'm actually going to lead off with Lantern. I need Lantern, though, for Fletch. But I can always Healing Wish it back up, as he actually ends up leading off with Garbodor, so that's not bad for me. I can just go for Scald right here, hopefully get some burns, get up Toxic Spikes if I do kill this thing, which is something I want to do. Can I get some burns? Can I see some burns? Where are my burns? Huh? Like, why is Lantern being so weak? Give me that burn. Friend? I have no other play I want to make anyway. I think he might be normal gem boosted explosion, so what I actually want to do is go for Protect right here just in case he does try and go for Boom. This did nothing though, but just in case he has normal gem boosted explosion, I just wanted to be able to obviously take that, but it turns out he's not, so I'm gonna go into my Pharaoh Seed because I can take that hit. I wish I got that burn anytime because then I'd be able to get up my Toxic Spikes, which is I just need my Toxic Spikes for this game. Obviously he does have Kabutops, but I just need my Toxic Spikes, that way I can deal with his threat. Like, I mean, I probably can't block a spin, but I can get something out of it. Like if he tries and spins versus MalaMAN, I'll get a superpower off, get a boost. So that's just stuff I need like for this game. So take that Seed Bomb like a champ. And I'm just going to go for my Stealth Rock right here as he ends up bringing out his Uxie. Completely fine by me. Getting on my Stealth Rock is nice. He's probably going to Leech Seed with this. I mean, Stealth Rock with this, rather. So I'm going to Leech Seed him. Get some health back. Some nice, delicious health. And I don't know what he wants to go into. I'm expecting a U-turn right here. I guess a knockoff works too. But either way, that weakens his Uxie. Obviously, I have no hazard control on this team, which sucks. But, I mean, I trust Fully, man. I love Fully's team. So I'll be able to get off a Leech Seed right here. Very, very, very crucial for me. As anything that comes in won't appreciate it. I don't see him going... I see him going Kangaskhan, Fletchinder, or... Probably Fletchinder, actually. Interesting switch as it takes all that damage. But I'm able to get off the Leech Seed, which is nice. I wonder how much Gyro Ball does to this monster. I'll see. See how much Gyro Ball does. This thing is a threat, so I knew he was Roost right there, so I just wanted to see how much this Gyro Ball actually did. That did not do as much as I wanted. Okay. So I'm actually gonna go out into my Lantern, hoping to either A, get in on a Fire type move that's not Will-O-Wisp, and B, be able to recover off whatever attack he goes for. So unfortunately, it's the Will-O-Wisp, but nothing I can do about that. I will be able to go for Scald right here though, and probably knock out his Garbodor, which I am expecting to go out into, sacking that, and then he can get off the spin with Kabutops, or at least try to. But hopefully I can prevent that as much as possible. Like I'll be able to get up my Stealth Rock again anyway. I'm pretty sure. He's probably gonna go Kangaskhan right here. Yeah, be able to knock me out, and then I can go out to Tauros after that and Revenge Kill. So something that's good for me. I'm actually gonna go out into my Pharaoh Seed, trying to take any attack he wants to go for. Let him take a little bit of Iron Barbs damage. Let him take maybe, he's probably Silph Scarf, but he would take damage from that. Actually did nothing. Okay. This dude does not have a way of beating Pharaoh Seed. Yo. Okay, never mind. It's there. It's right in front of me. My bad. Thankfully, I do land my Leech Seed though, so that means that this threat is almost dealt with. Definitely almost dealt with. I'm just gonna go for Protect and stall him out a bit more, get a bit more recovery going. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You guys feel me? I'm right here. Why do you guys watch me? But hit him with a Gyro Ball. Kangaskhan is relatively fast, and with Leech Seed plus Gyro Ball and stuff, I should be nice. I should be good to go. Because Protect is so obvious right here, I'm actually not going to go for it. I'm going to go for Leech Seed, expecting to go out to Kabutops right here. And at that point, I'd be able to spam, or Kabutops or Uxie or something. Like, the Protect is so obvious. I've already shown Protect, right? Yeah. But then again, what do I lose from going for Protect? Yeah, I didn't lose anything from going for that Protect, but I don't think it makes a difference at this point because I'm able to get the kill on Kangaskhan, which is a huge problem to me. I guess he forgot I had Protect though. He's definitely going out to Kabutops and like spinning. There's nothing like that's 100% clear. Like he's gonna go out to Kabutops and spin, but he actually ends up going out to Quagsire though. Interesting because I can get off the Leech Seed and again just be able to deal damage to this thing as he actually is not able to burn me. So what I'm actually gonna do is should I protect? Is protect worth it? It depends. Like what's the smartest play to do? Yeah, like Quagsire deals with him, so it's like I'm just gonna knock off the Quagsire by going out into my MalaMAN right here. Yeah, because this Scald does nothing, and at least if I knock off Quagsire, I can deal with it later on. Something I want to do. Actually, going for Superpower is my better play because if he switches out into Uxie or Kabutops, at least I get the boost. As you can see, like U-turn before did nothing, and he's actually cursed Quagsire, so that's a little bad. That's actually scary. Curse Scald. What? Interesting. Okay. I'm just going to knock off his item. And then I'll be able to spam Psychic, so. Okay, so he's Curse Scald Recover. But basically I'm at full HP. And at this point... What's my best switch? I'm gonna go Mesprit because like I don't see a better option for me than Mesprit at this point. Yeah, because I expected an Earthquake right there, and now I take a bunch of health back. Ooh, delicious. I mean, not a bunch, but I'm back at full, so obviously that's good for me. And I'll be able to fire off Psychics. Because he is cursed, he might actually be Spadef, which is interesting, very interesting. But at least I'll be able to force him out if anything, as he goes Uxie, and yeah, that's completely fine. I'm expecting a U-turn right here, so I'm actually gonna sack my I'll sack my Feral Seed, that way he takes even more damage from Iron Barbs as well, and hopefully it knocks me out actually, as it does not. And Kabutops can come back, Kabutops can come in, which is annoying, but I'll Leech Seed Kabutops because I'm pretty sure Rapid Spin is not gonna knock me out, so I'll Leech Seed this thing. Oh, it actually ends up knocking me out. Crazy. That's actually crazy. What's smarter to do? What is my better play right here? Tauros? Yeah, Tauros, because I kill Kabutops, and even though Fletchender can come in, it's forced to go for Acrobatics versus me, and it won't be able to recover off, which is great. Yeah, definitely a better play. I don't see a better play than that right now, because he is going to go for Aqua Jet, then he'll go down, and unfortunately, even though I won't be having my Stealth Rock for this game, I'll be fine at this point. I'm actually going to... Is it worth it to go out to Garbodor? No, there's no point in going to Garbodor. I just force him to go for Acrobatics and go for a Rock Climb. And I'm able to go out into my Garbodor right here. And how do I not choke this away? Yeah, my best play is definitely going for Gunk Shot. That's how I not choke this away. I go for Gunk Shot because if he goes Uxie, then that's fine. He tried to SD up, predicting my hazards. I'm able to knock him out with Gunk Shot. Great, 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 great. And at this point, the game is mine. Yeah, the game might actually be mine. It's actually smarter to just go for Gunk Shot versus Uxie and weaken it. That way I can win. So as opposed to going for a Toxic Spike. So I'll just go for Gunk Shot and weaken this thing as much as possible. I don't see him. I definitely hit it nice, and I got the poison, which is great, as he's able to go for Psychic. And I'll just get up a Spike. It doesn't make a difference, honestly, right here. Just get the Spike, weakening the Quagsire a bit more. If he goes for U-turn, he'll die. And Psychic spam it is. Like, I could either go for Psychic, or I can go out into my... I can go for U-turn and then go out into Lantern and go for Toxic. Those are my two plays. Those are my two options. don't know how much Psychic does actually. So Mesprit and you offensive supports. Same exact thing. What is this? Life Orb though? Just give it a Lychee Berry. Quagsire, 3 defensive. How much does Psychic do? Psychic actually does not do a lot. Oh, Psychic does not do enough. So I'll just go for U-turn and then go for Toxic with my I go for U-turn then go for Toxic with my Lantern and win the game from there. So that should be game. Why did this live take like 40 minutes though? I'm so sorry guys this took so long. Showdown is very laggy, and some of my opponents took a while. Obviously I can't blame them for that, you know, they're battling, so they're allowed to take as much time as they want. Well, not as much as they want, but you guys know what I mean. So thankfully, hopefully I do land this Toxic. I guess I could have went for Psychic, but I was kind of scared of the roll, like that didn't do anything. And he'd be able to recover off, so by me at least going for Toxic and hopefully landing it, I'll be able to deal with this thing. And I do end up connecting on the Quagsire as he is able to go for Recover and Curse, Recover, Scald, and Earthquake. He has no attacks. He can't like rest or something, so I'll just hit him up with a Scald and just do as much damage as possible, just in case he isn't unaware. If he isn't unaware, obviously he'll absorb this, but he should be unaware, so it takes some damage. Yeah, never mind. I would have been able to knock him out with Psychic. I definitely would have been able to. This did nothing. Like that Scald did too much to not be able to knock him out with Psychic. Yeah, that Scald did way too much. Like, how's this doing 28%? Lantern has like 188 special attack. So, Mesprit is going to be able to clean up the game. And that's it for this live. This live took way too long. Holy crap, guys. Like, this, I don't know. I love the Enu tier, and I really want to try using these Pokemon. Like, Fleshender is one of my favorite Pokemon to use in the RU tier. It was one of my favorite Pokemon to use because it just cleans up so much. But, yeah. Either way, I'm going to be able to win with the next Psychic, and yeah, that's it. Thank you everybody for watching. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment, like, and subscribe. You know, subscribe to me if you want. And until next time, guys, later. What are we at in points, by the way? Hurry up, please. Alright, so we're about to be 1500. That's pretty cool. Where's that actually on the ladder? I'm just curious, just because I am. Is this going to load? Friends? Oh. Am I almost on the top? We're at the top 10. Enu edition. Nah. But yeah, guys, subscribe if you want. And yeah, you know, later.